Hey everyone. I wanted to speak more in depth about e-cigs. That seems to be the very popular trend right now. Cause it seems nobody seems to learn from the past from being a smoker. Everyone wants to believe in the pretty little lies they are being fed by big tobacco. When they buy these electronic cigarettes, right next to the pack, right next to packs of cigarettes in the gas station or at the store, they're sitting right next to the Marlboros, the Newports, or whatever other kind of brands of cigarettes that are right there. And that's what should give it away that they're cigarettes just in electronic form. But nobody seems to have the common sense to make that connection. And big tobacco is making everyone believe that it's healthy, that it's all natural, that it's a smoking cessation tool to help people quit smoking. I'm here to speak more in depth about how this is another big ploy by big tobacco to target the new generation of people to get them addicted to cigarettes, or a new form of cigarette anyway. Or just go back to cigarettes. Anyways, hang on. Let's get started. This is what you're really inhaling when you smoke, when you vape. Okay? When you're vaping, this is what you're really inhaling. Now, try and pronounce this word. If you can't pronounce it, don't inhale it. Cadmium, like in batteries. Benzaldehyde. Makes perfumes smell nice. May do the same for your insides. N-nitrosonar-nicotine. That's pronounced Group 1 carcinogen. Arsenic, also found in bug spray. Silver. Copper. Formaldehyde. Yep, like in dead people. Yeah, they repeat a lot of the ingredients on here, so. Lead. Aluminum. Lithium. Rubidium. Ethylbenzene or ethylbenzene. Nickel. Yeah, these all just start to repeat for a while, and then it goes on to a new one. Hang on, bear with me. Alright, now this one kind of threw me for a loop, but if you really look into it, it'll make sense. Fluorine. it's mixed in with Freon, and it's in Freon actually, and Freon is what keeps the refrigerator cold. So that makes more sense. So in a way, it's pretty much like Freon, but at the same time, it's fluorine. I don't know. That one didn't really exactly make any sense to me. I think that's it. Let's see. Yep. All right. Bear with me. Excuse me. All right. Hang on 1 minute. Okay, this is what is believed about. This is what is believed about. This is what is claimed about e-cigs. There isn't any tobacco in the formula. Plus, the user inhales the synthetic nicotine without inhaling any tar. They don't produce any smoke, therefore, they may be used in any smoke-free environment. They reduce the amount of secondhand smoke and health problems. The liquid inside the cartridge is mainly composed by artificial nicotine, tobacco essence, propylene glycol, tetramethylpyrazine, and flavorizers. Regular tobacco cigarettes come with about 4,000 products and about 43 carcinogens, besides nicotine and PEG. Now, this is what is actually known about them. If you bear with me just a minute. Okay. What is really known about them? There are no clinical studies on the long-term use of e-cigs. There is evidence that they may be just as harmful. This product still needs approval of the FDA as a smoking cessation device. Intended use, ingredients, and components, in fact, have been refused by the FDA for In fact, have been refused many times by the FDA for lack of scientific evidence. People like to make these claims that they were told by Big Tobacco, but there's no scientific evidence that backs up those claims. Is pretty much what it's saying. Rather than trying to quit, they might worsen a user's habit. People may actually be encouraged to increase nicotine exposure. Nicotine, after all, is still a drug. Some of the ingredients in an e-cig are associated with gastrointestinal irritation and even brain damage. Doctors say that using e-cigs is just one way to substitute one dangerous vice for another. Alright, 1 minute. Let's see what else is here. I want to see what else it says here before I go on. Okay. Alright, 1 minute. Bear with me here. I'm just going to find the next one. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it for this area here. I have something else here, though. 1 minute. Well, I have two things, I think. Hang on. Bear with me here. Computer's a little slow. Alright, hang on. Come on, come on. According to a recent study done by Harvard, some flavored e-cigs liquid contains chemicals that can cause lung disease so severe it often requires a lung transplant. It says diactyl, a chemical that can cause irreversible lung damage, is found in many flavored e-cigarettes. Diacetyl. DIACETYL. So, there's that one. And hang on, bear with me. Alright, I think this is the other one. Bear with me here. Computer's a little slow. Okay. Alright. Alright, e-cigarettes are no better than regular smoking. Devices can cause cancer even when they are nicotine-free. E-cigarettes were designed to replace conventional cigarettes, but a new study found that e-cigs are just as unhealthy as regular cigarettes. E-cigs were found to cause cancer even when they don't have nicotine. That's because they contain toxins that can spark tumor growth. This study adds to the growing evidence that e-cigs cause health problems. E-cigarettes can cause cancer even when it says e-cigarettes can cause cancer even when they are nicotine-free, scientists have warned. There is little difference to a person's health between using the devices and smoking regular cigarettes, a study found. Toxins found in e-cigarettes trigger the same cell damage that causes cancer. The findings adds to a growing body of evidence that suggests that the devices may cause serious health problems. The scientists said, "Our study strongly suggests the electronic cigarettes are not safe as their marketing makes them appear to the public." Let's see. Researchers from Veterans Affairs San Diego healthcare system tested 2 of e-cigarettes. They found that both brands harmed cells in ways that could spark the development of a tumor, even with no nicotine, which is the addictive ingredient in tobacco. Some countries even banned e-cigarettes. However, Their use and sale are legal in both the U.S. and the U.K. And there's another one. I think there's like one more. No, there's like two more. Hang on. E-cigarettes, seen through the hype. Let's see, how long is this going to be? Yeah, this is too long, but I'll put this in the description box because I know I'm not going to be able to read it all. It's called e-cigarettes, seen through the hype. I'm pretty much saying, you know, everyone's being lied to by Big Tobacco, and there are these companies that are trying to tell everyone the truth. They're trying to expose the truth about e-cigs, but no one wants to believe the truth. You know, no one seems to want to believe the truth. They just want to, you know, justify their vice. You know, justify their habit. You know, and what comes to mind right now is this ad on TV. It's about traditional cigarettes, but I think it still applies in this kind of situation. If electronic cigarettes looked as dangerous as they really are, you'd run like hell. You wouldn't go near them. But see, Big Tobacco is hiding the truth from you. You really think that they're telling you the truth? Humanity never seems to learn. I mean, there are those of us who do, you know, but there isn't very many of us. There isn't very many of us who seem to learn, but mostly everyone never seems to learn. You know, no one really seems to learn from the past. And that's why history always seems to repeat itself. You know, because no one seems to learn from being a smoker. You know, it's like if smoking has ever taught me anything, is to, before you get into anything, look it up. Research it. You know, instead of jumping right into it just because it claims, you know, certain things. You know, because you never know if you're being lied to or not. You know, because just because these things taste good, people think that they're quitting smoking aids and that they're good for you. But they're not. You know, and every time someone speaks the truth, they attack people with claims that they're quitting smoking aids. But where's the proof? Where is the proof? You know, where's the evidence? You know, the FDA has turned it down multiple times for that very reason. Yet people buy them from right next to packs of cigarettes. I mean, I'm not a rocket scientist here, but wouldn't that make them cigarettes? Hello? you know? And it's like, these people are proving nothing. You know, you guys are proving nothing and making bogus claims with nothing to back it up. To me, when it comes to tobacco and it comes to these e-cigs, I think both should be outlawed. I think it all should be outlawed, you know, because they're both dangerous, they're both addictive, you know, and that's all there is to it, you know. It should be outlawed because nicotine is a drug, plain and simple. And both of them are dangerous. Maybe not exactly in all the same ways, but both are still dangerous. But no one wants to believe that. All they want to do is believe what they want to believe, with no evidence to back it up, except for what they're being told by Big Tobacco, except for the pretty little lies that they're being told by Big Tobacco about it, and they don't want to believe. And no one wants to believe what they're being told about these things. I mean, come on, people. Have none of you learned anything from being a smoker? Come on. I know I have. Use your heads, please. I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm not trying to be mean. You know, I'm just trying to get the truth out here. And I'm just trying to get a point across. You know? It's ridiculous. No one who tries to make these claims are proving anything, because they're just blindly believing in all the pretty little lies they are told. You know, and it's ridiculous, because that's all they are, is lies. And those of us who have done the research know that. And we know that they're not really doing it. And those of us who have done the research actually know that there's no one actually doing any actual research. Well, I can't really say that. I shouldn't say that. But those of us who have done the research know that those of us who have done the research know what the real truth is. And we're getting the truth out. Maybe those of you who are attacking us for what we are saying should really think about why you are reacting the way you are, and actually look into all this. You know, look into all this research that's being done. You know, that's being proven. I can even prove it on my quit site that's helped me quit smoking. It's been pointed out about quitting. It's been pointed out about e-cigs too, that they're not safe either. Just give me a minute. I may have to do a separate video for it, but I know I'm not going to harp on this too much. This is probably going to be the last time I'm going to be talking about them, but, you know, I just want to make a point here. Okay. Just give me a minute. I may have to look for it. Hang on. Yeah, I'll probably have to look for it, but it had this whole thing on here about e-cigs not being safe. It's the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit line. So, I tried to read it yesterday, didn't really get into it. So I didn't really get the chance to read it, but I'm going to look for it, and when I find it, I will be sure to do a video on that. For now, I will post this article about seeing through the hype of e-cigs in my description box for those interested in reading. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening. God bless.